What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay coming back in with another video. And tonight we're going to get into breaking news for Derek Carr. Looks like he's having talks with the Saints. Before we get started, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, of course, subscribe, turn on your notifications for future news and content just like this. Okay. Very very quick, not too long, guys. We'll knock this one out tonight. I'm hoping that LeBron does break the record. That'll be more news that we have. Um, That'd be an exciting story. With that said, let's get right into it. Shout out to you, Aiden. As far as the story, Las Vegas Raiders quarterback Derek Carr has been granted permission to visit the New Orleans Saints, sources told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler. The visit will take place on Wednesday at the Saints facility in Metairie, Louisiana, according to sources. So that'd be tomorrow. It would be Carr's first known visit ahead of the Raiders' February 15th trigger date on his contract, by which 40.4 million of his salary becomes guaranteed, 32.9 million in 2023 and 7.5 million for 2024. The situation means either the Raiders or the new team would have to absorb those guarantees, meaning the Raiders will likely choose to release him if no trade partner emerges by that point. If the Raiders cut Carr, they will take on a $5.6 million salary cap hit, but free up $29.3 million in cap room. If they trade him, they'll take on $5.6 million cap hit and free up $29.3 million in cap room, but would get draft picks back in return. All right. So we've been talking about Derek Carr and potential places that he could go. I was completely wrong. I was thinking one of these other teams like the Titans, but it looks like Saints are first up, trying to get first dibs. I think it makes sense for a couple of reasons. Jameis Winston is not it. Neither is Andy Dalton. I think Andy Dalton's on his way out. As far as with the Saints roster, I want to see Michael Thomas come back. I feel like he'll have a reason to ball. Alvin Kamara may have some more fight left in him. Taysom Hill, he's always been that multi-purpose tool that he's always been. So, Olave, there's a lot of weapons that Carr could use. Obviously, the defense has always been, I want to say decent, right? Decent for the Saints. It's basically just been that offense that's lacking, and most importantly, going to be the position at quarterback. But looking at Derek Carr's stats for 2022, 3,522 yards. He was 14th in the season. 24 touchdowns. He was 12th. Not too bad. He did have 14 interceptions, which he tied for 30th. And he ended the year with a QBR of 55.5, putting him at number 13. So he does have some things he needs to work on. No, that's for sure. But I would say that he would fit well with that Saints team, and he may be able to shake some things up. Hop into the comments. Mark A. Lewis says, Jerry's my G, I ain't been saying much because I'm back in school. You, my brother, thanks. Outside of sports. Shout out to you, Mark. Much love, man. Make sure you're putting those studies in. Wish you the best of luck out there and getting in all that work. Shout out to you. Shout out to that boy Dunker 23. What's going on with you? Steelers country, Carr and the Saints. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it may work. It may work for the system. And this is all preliminary, right? It hasn't really happened yet. They're going to talk tomorrow. But I think, obviously, with the date coming up on the 15th, Saints getting out there first, they're like, hey, we're looking to make a deal. We need a quarterback. I think this does make sense because Andy Dalton's just not getting the job done. Neither is Winston. So, shout out to Ronald. Shout out to Sheila. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Much love to the family. So what's going on with you, Evan? So, yeah, guys, as far as the rest of the story goes, it says the Saints have the 29th pick in the 2023 draft as part of compensation for the Sean Payton trade to the Denver Broncos. They also have the 40th pick and the 71st pick on day 2. The Saints are estimated to be at least $55 million, not billion. That'd be ridiculous. 55 million over the expected 2023 salary cap of 224.8 million, and would have to restructure a number of contracts to not only be cap compliant, but to fit in Carr's 34.8 million salary cap figure for 2023. His contract will likely also be restructured to lower his 2023 cap figure. Carr's upcoming meeting was first reported by the NFL Network and New Orleans Football. So, Sheila says, seen all day on social media, Aaron Rodgers in the Saints uniform. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Carr's going to meet the Saints tomorrow. Deadline's the 15th. I think they try and make a deal. Shout out to you, Ronald. Much love, man. With that said, guys, like I said, it's just gonna be a quick video, not too crazy. Just some updates in regards to Derek Carr and a potential trade that may happen. We'll know more. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated. Also, LeBron James is looking to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record tonight. He is currently, what is this? See how many points he is away. How many points? He's currently 28 points away. He currently has 8. He needs 28 more to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So yeah, if he obviously if he does, we'll talk about that as well. Interesting stat line, considering that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 38,387 points. Field goal attempts 28,307, but he also had a percentage of 55.9. Currently, LeBron could beat his record with 28 career points, more points, but his field goal percentage is 50.5. So interesting stat there. So yeah. Shout out to you guys. Obviously, it's back to like I said, basketball. We'll try and get in some Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think I'm gonna do a story on Kyrie. Obviously, we're gonna see what he does tomorrow with the Dallas, see how he fits into the rotation. So we'll talk about that on Friday. Saturday is probably going to be an off day because I'm going to prepare for the Super Bowl. We're going to start a little early. We'll probably do a watch party. Start that at maybe like 1 or 2 o'clock before the game starts. We'll get the guys on. It'll be a fun time. So make sure, if you have not already, make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Mark A. Lewis says, question, Jay Reason, where can I get the Buffalo hockey gear? Sabres.com, SABRES.com. Pretty, make sure that's, yeah, Sabres.com. That'll take you to NHL, and then you should be able to, well, let me just do this. Looks like Fanatics. So you can do either Fanatics, FANATICS, or TICS.com, or you can go to shopnhl.com and then search for Buffalo Sabres gear. Kian Gearing says, "Let me join." Join what, man? You wanna talk about Carr? Sure, you ready for that? You ready? You ready for prime time? If anybody wants to talk about Carr, I'll give them in the next few minutes. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link in the chat. I mean, I'm a kid, but I know about football. All right, we'll give you a shot, kid. We'll give you a shot. I'll put the link in the chat, and We'll see what you got. If anybody else wants to join, you can join as well. If you have any insight about Derek Carr, where he could go, or what will happen, or just general, NFL news that you guys want to share. Send the link. I'll send you the link, Mark. I will send it to you now. There you go, Mark. Kian Gearing says, "All right, so Kian, I dropped the link, and man, it's in the chat." Mark A. Lewis says, "Am I a member for the Wrench Gang yet? You are not a member yet, Mark. You have been on for a while. Let me think about it. There's a few people that's been hitting me up wanting to get in the Wrench Gang, and the general rule lately has been members. If you're a member, obviously we'll get you in Wrench Gang, and that will give you the mod capabilities. So that's the general rule. Shout out to you guys. Kian says, "Give me 1 sec." All right, guy. While he's doing that, I guess we'll refresh on LeBron's points. Oh, it's killing me. I was gonna do a 10-minute video. I'm already over 12. Shout out to Ronald says, "Jay, if I offered your guest panel the other day, that wasn't my intention. I called the screen team." Oh, Ronald, we're good, man. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Listen, we take all criticisms and all jokes and all that stuff. Everybody that I rock with has thick skin. You have to. Most of these guys, they're used to being in front of a camera. They're used to dealing with the issues that we deal with online. So yeah, I mean, it's making jokes and stuff like that. We're not worried about that kind of stuff. You of all should know. You know me. I don't care, man. I've been hundreds of thousands of people, and trust me, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's fun to me. It really is. It's fun to me. All right, Ken, you got another. Let me give you 120 seconds, man. Shout out to you, Ronald. All right, so here we go. We got Connor. All right, what do you got for us, Carter?
I think Derek Carr is overrated.
Okay, all right, I like it. He said Derek Carr's overrated. Give us your reasons why.
The reason why I think he's overrated is because he had all this hype going into Las Vegas, but I think and going into the NFL. But I feel like if he just signs with a good team, then he has a good chance of winning.
Okay, why don't you think he had a good career with the Raiders? What do you think actually made him overrated though? What do you think was holding him back from being a great quarterback with the Raiders?
I think it's because they didn't sign good receivers. Like they signed Devontae, but Devontae didn't show season that he was really the star of the team. It was mostly the defense on the side. I usually think offense is better than defense. That's just my opinion, though.
Okay. I like to take. How old are you?
I'm 13.
13. Okay. Good. Nice little take. I respect it. I think you're definitely forgetting about Josh Jacobs. 1,653 yards. Um, the run game is definitely very important. You know, that's kind of one thing that's been not really left out, but people don't really realize Josh Jacobs was a big part of that scheme that the Raiders were having in the 2022 season. So obviously, Carr potentially leaving. If he does, they're gonna have to change everything around. And on defense, I mean, you had some all stars there. You know, Crosby, Harmon. So I think it's the coaching for the most part. I'll be honest. I think it's coaching. Um, so we'll see. But the fact of Derek Carr being overrated, you might have a valid argument there. Shout out to you. Shout out to John Lowe says Derek Carr once believed that sack lives matter. Oh man, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Let's see where LeBron's at. Get a quick LeBron update here. What is he at? What is he at? He still needs 28 points to beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 28 more points for Mr. LeBron. LeBron James. LeBron James. So yeah, guys. Talks will happen tomorrow. Derek Carr is going to meet with the Saints. Obviously, I think at that point they're going to structure some kind of deal for him. And if he's motivated, I think he'll go there and try to make that happen. Saints still have a great roster. They really do. Someone needs to go in there, utilize the team the way that they should before all that talent goes to waste. My big question to everybody else is what's going on with Michael Thomas? Is he actually going to get off the bench and do anything? Is Alvin Kamara going to have a breakout year? These are very valid questions as well. Chris Olave can't do it by himself. Taysom Hill can't do it all by himself. Shout out to Mark. Says, JD, you think the Bills and Bengals got cheated so they could have this week matchup Sunday? Ooh, that's a hot take. I think the DeMar situation happened. We don't know the outcome of that game and how it would have went down. Right? It's so easy for everyone to say, "Oh, the Bills were gonna lose," and da 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 da. It's a totally different dynamic, right? Totally different dynamic. You can't speculate on what the score would have been, and it's really unfortunate. Obviously, Bengals came to the Bill Stadium in the snow, crushed us, went on to lose to the Chiefs, which is really questionable to me because it was almost like they didn't play with that same ambition, that same focus, and that same energy. So, what happened? Right? It's almost like, well, you probably shouldn't have been there then. But to answer your question, I'm unsure. I'm definitely unsure. John says Michael Thomas has perpetual turf toe. Just keeps coming back around. Just keeps coming back around. Totally agree. Felt so awkward. I mean, you sounded good, Carter. You sounded good, man. Shout out to you. Jonas Carr isn't a mobile quarterback. He's a pocket passer. Yeah, that is he's not going to run. Right? That is not his that is not in his pay grade running. That's for sure. So he's going to stand back there and he's going to try to pass that ball. But I think now he's going to have, I don't know if I say better weapons, but I'll probably say more motivated potentially with them having a better quarterback, I guess. The Saints are in a weird spot. They really are. Shout out to UK. What's going on with you guys? All right, so yeah, I didn't want this video to be super long. Just want to give you guys a quick update. With that said, we don't know everything yet, right? This is all preliminary stuff. But tomorrow, Derek Carr will meet with the Saints. They're probably going to put a table or offer on the table, and then once we know, I'll keep you guys updated. In the meantime, LeBron James is looking to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring title today. He needs 22 more points, and he will have the all-time scoring record, which is absolutely wild. It really is. He's passed Michael Jordan. He's passed Kobe Bryant. He's passed Wilt Chamberlain, Dirk Nowitzki, Moses Malone, Karl Malone, and now he's going to be number one and beat out Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So yeah. With that said, guys, NBA tomorrow. Kyrie's first showing with the Mavericks. It's going to be interesting, like I said, to see what he does in that rotation. Thursday is going to be basketball as well. Friday, we'll talk about Kyrie and the situation and whether or not he's made an impact. Saturday is going to be a chill day. Sunday, I'm going to have the guys on for a pre-Super Bowl party, watch party with you guys. And then we'll prepare for the game. We'll get that going. So we're going to start a little early on Sunday. And yeah, it's going to be a great day. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Wrench Gang. Shout out to the family, all the watchers. Thanks a lot for being here. Much love to each and every one of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.